My name is Tom, and in this video I will give an introduction to the concept of multiplying fractions. So let's begin with a very simple example that says that 2 times 1 over 2, and now the question is, what does this equal? Well, all we really have to do is remember that multiplication is what we call repeated addition. In other words, 2 times a half simply means 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. That's all it means, which is the same as 2 out of 2, which we sometimes also call 1. Okay, so there we are. And of course, the way to do it very quickly is to write 2 over 1 times 1 over 2. You multiply the 2 by the 1 up top, so that's 2. Multiply the bottoms, that's another 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, that's that approach. And of course, in the picture, what it means is, imagine you have first a little rectangle, and you split the rectangle into 2 pieces of equal size. And when we add them, all we are doing, of course, is reassembling our little rectangle. So what we have, once we bring the pieces together, of course, is one rectangle again. That's it. Okay. That's the whole process in the picture. Okay, let's take a look at another type of multiplication, which is the following. Actually, let's take a look at another type of multiplication similar to this one. Let's do another one just to be sure. Let's do 2 times 1 out of 3. So 2 times 1 out of 3. We will take a similar approach. So what we have is, as before, 1 out of 3 plus 1 out of 3. Okay, so this is applying the definition of multiplication as, essentially, remember that is repeated addition. All right, so with this in place, this just turns into 2 out of 3. So what we are saying, in other words, is the following. Imagine you have now perhaps a pizza pie, or a peace symbol if you like. And of course, 1/3 is this portion. I did not draw that very well, but imagine that's a third, okay? Then 1/3, and then to it you add another third, because you're doing 2 of them. And guess what? That is 2 out of the 3. That's it. Okay. And the more routine way, of course, to do this exercise is to write 2 over 1 times 1 over 3 is the same as 2 over 3. Just multiply tops and bottoms together. So now let's take a look at the last kind of multiplication, which involves an exercise of the following kind. Let me draw a line here to separate our work. Here we are. And that is the following. What if we are given something like a half and it's multiplying a third? So the way to understand this is as follows. We are taking our 1/3, multiplying by half. All you have to do is this. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. So it's 1 out of 6. In a picture, what this means is, imagine you have a little rectangle. Okay, and first you're going to split this little rectangle into 3 equal pieces, as I'm doing here. Okay, so there are 3 equal pieces, and then you're going to split those pieces into smaller pieces still, into halves, right? Because you're multiplying by 1 over 2. So in other words, it's like saying There you go. There's your 1/6. Okay. There you go. There you go. So a half of 1 over 3 is the same as 1 out of 6, as if you divided the whole thing into 6 equal pieces. Okay? And sometimes it might be possible to cancel common factors. So let's take a look at a more involved example of something like this. Say we have 25 out of 80, and we are multiplying by something like 5 here, or let's do it as 15, and maybe 8 here. Okay? So before we do anything else, what you want to do is rewrite these numbers so as to show all of the common factors that you can find, and then cross them off. So let's take a look. The 25 you can write as 5 times 5. The 80 you can write in so many ways, but we can also write it as just 8 times 10, because then the 8's can be crossed off. And we will multiply this by 8 times 1 over 15, which is the same as 5 times 3. And now we cancel as much as we possibly can. So cancel this 5 with that 5. Cancel the 8 with the 8. Okay, so what we have so far is 5 over 10 multiplying 1 over 3. Okay, but we can do better than this. That 5 we can keep as 5 times 1. The bottom here can be written as 5 times 2. And all of this will still be multiplied by 1 over 3. So now we cross off the 5's. So what remains is 1 over 2 times 1 over 3, which as before, and that exercise is just 1 over 6. There you go. So these are the fundamentals, both using simple fractions, a review of multiplication as repeated addition, pictures to visualize the process, and then a more purely mathematical version like this, because this one it would not be so easy to depict owing to the size of the numerators and denominators. So that's it. Thank you for watching.